All right, guys. Hey now. Hopefully everything's working. I set an ACC freeze. It wouldn't let me do anything, so I restarted everything. This is Group 2, Round 6 at Zolder. This is a crazy tough place to pass on. And today we have special guest host, Tommy the Kid. Say hello to your adoring public, Tommy.
Well, I already said. You were muted. You didn't hear me.
That's good. We don't want to hear too much of you.
So everyone's leaving the pits now. 23 people. So I think very similar to what we had yesterday, on Monday. Plenty of space for everyone.
Is there really?
Well, hopefully we'll see. I mean, there's never enough space for some people, but I'm sure they know what to do. They had plenty of races to practice that. So I think we got our main people. Giles. I was wondering what happened in the last race. Did he actually not qualify? Or did he just qualify badly? Because then during the race he was pushing to the front really quickly.
He had an incident on the beginning of the race where he fell to P18 or P23 or something. I don't remember exactly, but he went super far back, and really, to me, had the driver of the day. Came all the way back to, I believe, second.
Oh, yeah. And he was pulling off some moves.
Yeah, he had some really good passes.
Because I think I was asleep on the couch, so missed that first incident. So everyone's just on their warm-up laps now.
Yeah, these young kids, they always need their naps.
Well, someone probably need 2 or 3 warm-up laps. Warm up their joints, not just the cars.
Yeah. Loosen up, don't want to pull anything.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell is happening? Alder had a few cars before the last chicane, facing backwards.
Facing backwards?
Yeah, but they returned to pits. For practicing some donuts,
Yeah, if you see anything, just tell me a name or a number, and I'll try to switch to it.
Yeah, it happened real quick, so...
This is one of the crowd favorites. Andrew and the Hello Kitty.
Oh yeah, it's definitely very nice. And where's the other one? Oh, we don't have it. Mr. Blythe, or what was the name with the BMW?
Blythe, yeah.
Hello, Danny. I'm in a commentator's booth. It's very nice here. Very cozy.
Nice and warm.
Adam is a very welcoming host.
Yep. I try. We're getting some times rolling in now.
Yep. I'm just trying to work out the race control at the moment, but it seems like Chris Wilson is the first guy on track.
And practice,
doing a lap.
It was him and I believe Peter Martin that were topping the charts in practice. Low 29s, I want to say. Low to mid 29s.
Yeah, there are definitely some people in 29s. So. Yeah, Adam's definitely keeping me warm.
And he's a bit jealous. Don't mind him.
Pretty sure yesterday someone, probably Danny, was running 28s. Probably in the race, not just the quali.
Yeah, in the race he was running 28s for sure.
I could barely do 30s.
I think I did a couple of 28s, but I don't remember. I was more concentrating on trying to stay with Craig for 99% of the race until he made one mistake, and
oh yeah,
it was nuts. He made it a couple of times, and I wasn't able to do anything. But I think it was about 7 minutes to go. I was able to finally get past him.
Yeah, I watched the highlights, and your overtake was there, and yeah, you were much later on the brakes and still managed to make it stick.
Yeah,
it was a pretty nice move.
I was kind of pedaling the throttle because I had such a better run in, and I got in his slipstream, and I was like on and off the throttle
Mm.
until we made that little left kink, and then I shot out and just flat out, and hoping I didn't take us both into the next world.
Into the Shadow Realm.
Yes.
So, who's P. Giles? I don't have the names, so P. Giles.
That would be
Currently running
Phil.
130. Phil Giles, yeah. 130s. And then Chris Wilson, Bruce Hopkins, Mitchell, very close together. Paul Murray. So yeah, currently top 10 is just still less than a second. So still
Yeah,
plenty of time to improve.
lots of time. Lots of time. I think we're gonna see a low 29 possibly. Maybe somebody will surprise us with the 28er. A couple of people.
Yeah. Well,
Bruce,
everyone's definitely gonna start pushing on their last laps, you know.
Bruce has got some good pace. He kind of gets himself into trouble in the race. He'll be really doing well, and then one little mistake will put him towards the back.
I mean, I did a few endurance races with him, and he's a pretty calm guy, so
Yeah, he is.
he can do really well.
Very
Yeah, I guess-
soft-spoken, calm guy.
Yeah.
A lot of Ferraris on the grid again, as normal.
Well, I'm a bit jealous, gotta say. Wonder why there's no GTRs. Maybe because they're terribly slow.
I could give you a laundry list of reasons.
Well, I don't need that. I know all of them.
The most important being, it's just a pretty crappy car.
I mean, it looks great, especially with the livery that we have.
That takes it down a few points, in my opinion, but I guess
Oh,
to each their own.
P. Giles already in 29s.
Yep, we got the top three: Giles, Martin, and Mitchell, all in the 29s. Give Cinnamon Bun some love.
Well, if I had to vote, I would say that P. Giles is gonna win, seeing what he did last race and how he was pushing from the back. If he can start somewhere near the front and avoid having to do so many overtakes, sure, he's gonna have the pace.
If he performs anywhere near like last week, yeah, I think he may run away with this one, but we'll see.
I mean, after the race, he did say that he was pushing like hell, so I guess he was quite on the limit.
Oh yeah, for sure. He did make a few mistakes on the way back up,
Hmm.
where he would get a place and then he would lose it again and then get it again. But I mean, overall, he definitely was a class of the field.
Oh, definitely.
I think another 5 laps or something, he may have been fighting for the lead.
Yeah, I think some of the moves definitely made some people gasp, including me. Like, oh my god, you know, how the hell did he make that?
Yeah, there were some moves. He just full send and was able to hold his line. And
Danny, well, yesterday, I tried to do a massive undercut after a few laps, just bit it, and then came out in front of everyone, and just had no pace to keep the gap, so got blue flagged massively. Basically had to park to the side, wait for everyone to pass me. And in qualifying, I had some issues with the seat, so spent most of the qualifying in the passenger seat behind the seat. So that was fun. But I'm just waiting for the season to end. Basically, mostly because of the car.
Yeah, he picked a car he wanted to have a challenge in, and I don't think he realized the challenge that was going to be in that car.
I had so much confidence from last season. I was like, you know, I can win in any car. Well, I didn't get any wins, I think, last season, but at least I could be close to winning. But yeah, turns out the car has quite a huge effect on where you finish.
Well, I mean, you saw my performance last year in the Porsche, right?
I don't really remember. Yeah, I remember that you actually probably finished behind me most of the time.
Yeah, I was like midfield at best.
I was giving you crap about it pretty much all the time.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Hello, Paul. How you doing? Got the snacks ready for the long race? It's kind of hard to follow everything. The chat, then the times.
You have to be able to multitask.
I'm trying. Still only 4 people in 29s. Chris Wilson, 30s. Well,
Yeah,
Chris Wilson also has some potential, but
yeah, he'll
I
be in
would
the
say he can be
29s.
quite aggressive. And then it can lead to an incident. But we'll see what they can do.
I think anybody has that potential.
Yeah.
Even the Sunday driver, Mr. Moffat.
Well, Moffat's always so far ahead that basically he can only have accidents with the back markers, such as me. Beer o'clock. Yeah, I got some non-alcoholic desperados, lemon taste. Oh, and happy Halloween, everyone.
Yep, some of us keep our masks on all year long, don't we, Danny?
Did you try your Rizla suit?
I
Earlier?
haven't even. It's all printed, and the helmet's about 90% done, but about as far as I've gotten. I got busy with a bunch of other stuff and haven't really did anything with it.
So
Maybe
you're not
next year.
gonna... Yeah. Too bad.
Stuff happens.
Alright, what's happening on track?
We got just under 4 minutes to go.
It's going by pretty
And
quickly.
Chris is currently our leader right now.
Oh yeah. Well, P.
0-1-8.
Giles is 2 tenths up now.
But so is Chris.
Well, Chris is kind of going up and down.
I think this is going to be tight at the top.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think if Giles can finish his lap, should be ahead of Chris. But they're both doing really well. Bruce Hopkins in the pits, maybe changing the tires, ready for the last push. Do you ever feel the need to change the tires during the qualifying, or just stick to one set?
For the longest time, I for whatever reason, I just always put 21 liters and go out, and it always leaves me about 2 laps shy of doing the whole quali. So recently, I've been taking it down, so it forces me to stop, and then I get about 3 laps on fresh tires. Sometimes I'm able to get a better lap, other times not. It just depends.
I feel for me sometimes it's just good to reset, you know, go back to the pits, put some fresh rubber on.
See,
Come out.
I am more like a rhythm driver. Once I get into the rhythm, I start doing better times. If I have to stop to go into the pits, change tires, then I sort of have to get my rhythm back again. So I guess it's just depends for every driver. Some people like
It's
to
just
pull up and
old
go the
man
whole
things.
thing.
Old man things.
Yeah, I guess takes our old brains a little bit more to work our way up. You'll get there one day in about 30 years once you hit puberty.
Well, I think it's more like 15 or 20 years. So I'm not that young. Not a kid anymore. Got some life experience. So it's only 25,000 now between Giles and Wilson. Giles in front.
Yeah, he did. Pulled it off.
And still improving. Wilson's down on his lap.
Wilson's down 3/10.
Martin's improving. 1.5, 2 tenths up. So might actually be able to take Wilson.
I think Bruce is going to stay with, hopefully, his P3 at this point. But the problem is Giles has slower traffic in front of him, so that's going to hurt him.
Paul Murray's almost 3 tenths up. So that might put him up to 4th. And no one else really improving too much.
Giles has lost everything, so unless he can get around, I think that's his qualifying over. See,
Well, Wilson.
If it was me, I would have backed off there so I could get one more lap.
Well, Peter Martin's just Nick Giles by 1/10.
Yeah, and that's all down. He had the time in hand, but he got caught up behind the slower car. Wasn't much he could do there.
So Peter Martin, pole position. I think that's done. No one else is improving.
Yeah, Martin's improving even more on his time. Now he's leveled out now.
And he has the best. Well,
Got Heim improving, but Corallo right now is 1.2 up on his previous. See what this puts him.
Oh wow. I guess he was just waiting to surprise us.
Down to 1.1. See what he does from here. From 18.
Down to 12. Or up to 12. What am I talking about? It's not too bad.
He's still listed
yeah.
as 18 on my screen. What's going on with that?
Just your system. All those technical glitches and stuff. Yeah, P12. Oh, Wilson nicked Martin by 500. I didn't
Martin's
think
still on track,
Wilson was
but
still.
BMW gang is surprising us a bit. These two were fighting for the lead in practice too. This is about the times they were doing, mid 29. So
Yep, Martin's done. Wilson's done. Everyone's done. Think. P Wall is still going. 3 tenths up. That could get him. Well, maybe
Carlo
1 or
is
2
up again
positions.
as well. It's up another 6/10 almost. Yeah, I have him in P19.
Oh yeah, Corallo is P19. I think I was checking someone else.
I think, yeah, you were
A
looking
rookie
at something
mistake.
else. Hard to find good help.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying. P Wallace up to P9 from P10, I think. So 1 position gained. Corral 6/10, and let's see. Cross the finish line. P17.
17. He must have had a really bad lap time before, and that 1.2 he was up before didn't really do much for him.
Well, not too bad. Best lap 29.4. So, well, makes me feel bad because it's actually faster than mine, and I'm in Group 1. Mumbles Group 2. You heard it here first. I think we should announce all the guys. Give everyone a shout. Chris Wilson, P1, pole position. Good chance to win. He's definitely a fast driver, and he'll just have to defend like hell for the first 2 corners. P Martin, P2, just 500s down from Wilson. Giles, 1.5 tenth. And of course, he's got some crazy pace. Hopkins, 4 tenths. Mitchell, Parkinson, Murray. I don't even know how to pronounce these names. Well, P8, Mr. I really don't want to mess the name up. P9, P Wallace, Alex North in P10. So that runs up the top 10. And they're all just separated by 1 second, so pretty close. And then 2 seconds down to P18. And then a few slower guys. Or maybe just like a challenge starting from the back. We never know.
It is fun to do sometimes.
Well, I would know it. This season, that's where I'm starting pretty much all the time. I think the first race at Imola gave me like really high hopes because I did win that one in class. And it seemed like, oh my god, such a nice car, takes the curve so well. On the straight, it was a rocket. And then, yeah, that was the only one that felt good. And then I was thinking, like, oh, I'm waiting for Monza now. Because that has only long straights. So it definitely suits the GTR. And then I checked, there was no Monza this season. So,
Lucky you.
all hopes shattered. On Saturday, what's happening on Saturday? We have this 10-hour Suzuka race.
Yep. Well, we have the Friday race, so we won't make qualifying because quali is
Oh,
Friday.
really? Oh, man. Oh, gives me a chance to start maybe 2 or 3 positions ahead of you. Because even if you qualify, usually it's like towards the back. But then in the race, you can still gain quite a bit. So 1 minute to go. We're gonna try and keep up with what's happening.
If I can do a grid walk here.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a interesting grid walk. Invading someone's car.
Yeah, well, you have to start somewhere, huh?
Oh yeah, look at that, so professional.
Lots of pretty
Nice
cars.
7-Up livery on the right. Ah, that cursed Mercedes Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a bit confused.
Hello, Laura. Warming up the couch for me. The Marlboro guys. Well, here we go. Some real nice cars. But yeah, what definitely stands out are the Ferraris and the BMWs. Dominating.
As usual.
I don't. Oh, wait. Are you driving a McLaren? Because I don't even know. Because I'm always so far behind you this season.
Yeah, I am in the McLaren.
The OP car.
Still don't think it's as fast as a Ferrari.
Maybe I should.
And with the BOP, it's definitely not the fastest car. We got walked down the straights by so many cars in the
Well, maybe on the straight you're slow, but what about the corners?
the corners. Only mid to high speed corners. The slow corners it suffers. The Ferrari is much better. Even the mid speed. Anywhere where you have to coast or brake, and coming to the exit of the turn, the Ferrari just squats and goes where you really have to be cautious of the pedal on the McLaren, or it'll just spin on you. The Ferrari, you just can plant the gas and plant the throttle and just go. I think there's going to be some overtaking chances coming into this turn. It might get a bit hairy.
Well, it is a overtaking chance, but also a big destruction chance.
Yeah.
Once you get launched into the stars.
All three chicanes, I think, offer a good passing.
Yeah, I mean, the second chicane, the first part has like small dip, and if you take it really fast, you can kind of throw the car off a bit.
Yeah, this second chicane, if you make a mistake in the first chicane, the guy behind can get a run to that second. So that's a really good opportunity. Maybe as well as the third one. First chicane sometimes. We're going to see where we go from here.
Hopefully everyone's got their brakes warmed up.
Yeah, I guess we're going to find out, huh?
I mean, the first few corners are pretty fast, so it's also quite dangerous, because everyone's going through high speed and you can't go 3 wide. And if you're unlucky, it can happen, but you're going to be 4 wide. So you have to really watch your sides, watch your back. And if you want to take the proper racing line, someone can just dive bomb to the inside really quickly. And if you're not careful, well, again, that can be a race-ending incident.
I'm going to put my neck out and say there's going to be more than one car go off at turn 1. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the yellow flags.
Turn 2 may be a little spicy as well. Into the line. All the nerves are going
there
right
we
now.
Go.
Green, green, green.
Green, green. Up, a little touch.
There's one
from Mitchell thing.
Oh, more contact.
Well, it's all pretty clean at the front.
Oh, we got
and
more.
A few little bumps and scrapes, but nothing too bad. P-wall is just turning around. So now he fell back to last place.
Oh, 3 into 1 doesn't go. Oh, Mercedes got a lot more damage.
Well, they might just have to pit, but again, they can pit and change their tires. Well, we don't really need 2 tires, but repair the damage and hopefully still do a recovery drive.
Some more yellows going on. More yellows.
Usual stuff.
Usually Group 2 is much more docile, I'll say, than Group 1.
No, I think it's the opposite. It's like if the Group 1 does well, then Group 2 goes for a destruction.
Yeah.
And then if Group 1 goes really like madmans, then Group 2 does really nicely. Yeah, Chris Wilson keeping the lead, 4/10. And seems to be pulling away slightly. So now just gotta settle in, see
Wallace
where
is gonna
their
get the
opponents are
damage.
weak, where they're strong. B. Giles fell back a little bit.
Oh, Mr. North is deciding to pit early. Not sure
Was
if
he
he was.
involved in incidents or not?
I don't think he was. Car looks okay. Maybe he just wants to get out of the traffic and run some clean laps.
Yeah,
Gonna
that's
try
what I
the
wanted to do
strategy you
yesterday.
did yesterday, and maybe he'll make it work. He has a little more pace than you do, to be fair, but you know.
He does have some damage on the front
he had a bit,
and a
but
little bit on the back end,
didn't look
but
anything
nothing
major.
too major.
I'll have to keep an eye out for the drive-throughs as well.
Oh yeah, the track limits are definitely an issue here, at least for me. That was.
That second chicane is really easy to give you track limits.
Absolutely. 100% agree with you.
Oh,
You're the pro here.
here we go.
Well, we got P20 Murray going for the move on Miss Mike Bull. Still side by side.
Got a yellow.
Center sent it. Into the sand.
It's been too much there. Oh, that was really close. Giles got the purple lap. 130.6 so far is the best.
He's just finding his feet now. You just wait, you just wait. If you can keep the position in the second half of the race, get on some new tires and push. Well, P. Wallace is making some moves.
See, now we have
1/10.
North. North is in between 4th and 5th, so he's got to really push now, or he's going to get them blue flags. He's going to have to pretty much do what you did and pull over for the train to come by.
Unless he can keep the pace up.
Yeah, he's got to find his pace now. Or his race
That's
is
what I
over.
couldn't do. Yeah.
Someone's got their windshield wiper on.
Oh yeah. Expecting some rain, I guess.
Yeah, someone must hit the button and I don't know how to turn it off. So right now the top 4 are the gold drivers with 5 and 6 silver drivers.
Oh yeah. Mitchell leading the pro-ams. And keeping good position.
Change it percent. Oh,
Quite a bit ahead. P. Murray in the sand. Yellow flag.
watch his rejoin. Looks good. Oh, Parkinson's off. What happened here? Don't know what happened there. There it is. Not sure what happened there.
No idea, maybe some technical issue.
Yeah, he just sort of veered off the track.
I think Melon might be the one to watch now. They're running in a bit of a train. Quite close together. It is a big train.
So that is... He's the windshield wiper man.
Oh, yeah?
Windscreen, as you guys say. The wiper going, full blast.
Wow.
Smearing all the bird poop. Oh, we got a yellow. What's going on here?
Oh. The chicane took some victims.
Oh. can't drive through him.
Oh, man.
Mr. Murray got a little too anxious on the throttle there, and
Oh, probably just too big of a difference
oh,
of speed.
Giles is off.
No, not Giles.
He's
No?
trying to make a move.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it's P5 now.
That's a tough one. I don't know who was in the wrong there. Not my decision to make, but he's going to be seeing the red mist again. He's now down to P5.
Yeah, we gotta keep it civilized in the commentator's booth. Can't
Yeah,
be
unless
putting
it's
blame on anyone.
unless it's obvious. I try to refrain from putting blame. Sometimes you can just see what happened. That one I won't get involved in.
Well, he's still sticking close to Mitchell now. So Mitchell and Pro-Ams, you might just let him go, but of course when you're on track, doesn't matter if you're in Pro or in a Pro-Ams, you want to keep position.
Yeah.
And also you can use Giles as a little bit of a buffer, but the next Pro-Am is quite far behind now, so...
Yeah, there are times that if I'm in a big pack of pros and the next person in my class isn't around, I'll just let the pro go through. But
then if the opponent is quite close behind, like I said, it's pretty good to keep the pro behind you as a buffer.
Yesterday, Craig and I were fighting the whole time, and Chris Bourne was right there. He was second in class for the pros. Craig and I both pro-ams in front of him, but Craig wasn't going to let off. I wasn't going to let off. So,
oh, Alex Norfeller getting blue flagged.
yeah, that's a shame.
At least everyone's not as bunched up as yesterday, because that was a problem for me. Everyone's still running so close together.
Yep.
So if you gotta let one blue flag car, you gotta let everyone through them. Such a blue flag is...
Oh, you almost had it.
No. Yeah. What was it? 270 degree spin? You only had to do 180. Over optimistic. Bruce Hopkins quite close behind Peter Martin, and he's off track. So gotta be a warning. Cut the track on the second chicane. He's trying. Can't blame him.
Whoa. What,
More yellow flags. It's like they're doing a dance, a ballet.
Yeah, another one in that second chicane. And then Corallo was just sitting there waiting for him to get through, but I don't think that was the place to sit and let him get through.
Yeah.
Right on the middle part of that chicane.
Definitely not where I would want to spend my evening, sitting around.
No. Wallace is trying to make his way up the field after that lap 1 incident.
I mean, he's got the pace. He's running 131s, and then quite a few people ahead of him are 34, 33s.
Got another incident with Hello Kitty. I think he just loses it himself. He does. Oh, into the wall.
Oh.
That one's gonna hurt.
A little boop. Hello, Ricky. How you doing?
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby, yeah, I was thinking about middle names in some seniors. Some of them probably don't fit anymore. In particular, Adam Rios. The dive bomber.
Oh, I still do it. Did it yesterday.
Yeah, but you do now. A dive bomb, I'd say, is when you take someone out, you know? If you do it cleanly, it's...
I disagree. Still a dive bomb.
Okay, well, if you want to be called a dive bomber, I'm not gonna say no. But you start, like, doing it really well now. Like, every time I see you, like, podium positions or wins.
Yeah,
So it's...
I have my moments.
So either you just improved a lot or again, it's just a car.
I'm going to say both. I'm going to say the talent was there, but now I can showcase it in the car.
Yeah. Do you do your own setups or do you buy them?
I let George Boothby do most of my setups.
Oh, Parkinson had a yellow now in the pits. I think he chose to return to garage. So gonna be there for a while. Corralo's going for a move. Or not Corralo, what was that? C. Payne, Conrad Payne.
Giovanni still has his wiper going. Nothing much going on here. Chris has got a 7-second gap to P2.
Oh yeah.
Martin's 2 seconds over Hopkins.
Well,
Giles is
Giles.
top of 2.
Yeah. Well, he still got that Pro-Am to clear. Doesn't seem to be making it easy. Has been a half second faster on the last lap.
Yeah, this is such a tough place to pass. If the guy in front is marginally slower than you, but doesn't make a mistake, there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, you gotta get a good run on the back straight before the first chicane. That's a very good opportunity.
Both of these cars have been involved in multiple incidents. Oh, Murray almost in another one.
Oh.
Nice catch.
A little wiggly. Wobble, wobble.
Giles is really close now.
Well, if we just get a good exit here. Same cars. Same opportunities. But doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Well, Giles just made a mistake. Definitely tried to take the chicane, cut it off, gain some pace, gain some speed. But if you spend a second in the air, then that's a second of you not accelerating, you know.
Yeah, they Ferrari seem to be able to take a good amount of the curb without a problem. Danny yesterday was able to take the first curve and pretty much put all 4 wheels on that and jump over it and go, but I wasn't brave enough because every time I touch, especially the second curve, McLaren just bounces. Like his pogo sticks for shocks.
So, quarter of the race done. Doesn't seem like anyone's going for the undercut.
Yeah, I think only people have pitted so far have been for damage.
The damaged souls.
I think tires to me, after the half-hour first stint, my tires were spent. The second stint, I think they were a bit worse.
Well, they spend your tires like they're on alone. That's what I'm seeing when I watch the streams. It's always seem very aggressive. But I mean, I can't say anything bad, you know, because you still win. So whatever you do, it works.
I do abuse my tires. It seems like when I try to save my tires, it's the rears I save, the fronts still go. So I don't know. Just the way I drive. Someone said I throw the car into the corners like it's an F1 car, which is probably true. I'm not gentle about the turns. I really just crank it in and destroy the front tires.
Peter in the chat has a great idea that we need someone commentators for the Group 1 races. We're missing out.
Sullivan on a yellow?
Oh, you just switched from Murray and he's going for a move. Side by side into the chicane. He backs off. And you missed it all.
Oh, I was watching a crash. That's more entertaining.
Oh yeah, that's what people want to see.
We have replay. We can always go back and watch.
Well, that's what Formula 1 does, you know. Why watch show the overtakes live when you can just show the replay?
Yeah.
I hate it when they do even like a start of the race. 1 lap goes by, and they're starting to replay to show the start, while there's still some moves going.
While there's still, yeah, the pack is all
like, come on, there's a race going on. There's just 2nd lap. Show me that. You know, I'll check the replay later. What the hell?
Yeah, wait about 6-7 laps and then show us the replay.
Yeah, while everything settles down. Well, at the front, still nothing has changed. Seems like this race there's more action to back to be watching than and Fleck quite close to
The
Again,
Wiper
I don't
Man?
know how to pronounce the name. The Viper, no, yeah. Did you call him Giovanni before?
That's what I do, so I don't butcher his last name.
I would say it's like I don't even know. What I want to
Gia.
say is Julia, but it's not Julia. It's definitely
I want to say it's
Gia,
Gia.
maybe.
I think the two L's are making a Y.
It's Giovanni's his first name. My race control doesn't show the first name, so I
No,
have to check the
I only
game.
see it on this stream. Only in the actual ACC. But I want to give a shout out to Mr. Bull running in 16th place out of 22.
Oh, yeah, it's only 1 second behind Corallo.
Because he's come miles. At this point, 15 minutes into the, well, 17 minutes into it, he would have been a lap down easily. And he's in 16 right now.
Well, don't do him that dirty.
He's still the closest race on track right now.
I think Mitchell is actually being caught up slightly by his pro opponent, Mr. Steven.
Yep, 5
Doing
seconds
similar
back.
pace.
Giles passed him, so.
And it's 5 seconds back, but then it depends if they both decide to change the tires. But I think, yeah, this far into the season, it's pretty clear that the best choice is probably to change the tires during the pits and not worry about the 5-second savings.
Hello Kitty is going in the pits.
Here we go.
He had a lot of damage on that car, though, so. Problem with that Porsche that he runs is it chews those rears. So we'll see if he can make it 40 minutes.
Well, again, the problem is such a short track. If you pit early, you're gonna get blue flagged if you're not keeping the pace.
Yeah, but he's only got to hold pace for about 10 minutes, and I think most of the field is going to go in.
Chat's cheering for Mike. Go, Mike. You can do it. Still 1 second behind Mike. I mean, behind Corallo.
He's sort of the SimSeniors mascot.
Less than 1 second now. Look at him go. Paul Murray diving into the pits. So people are going to the pits one by one now. And Flack and Giovanni really close together. Catching Neil Mellon.
Neil doesn't get on track near as much as he used to. I think that's showing right now.
That was close.
Used to be up farther in the pack.
Well, we all have hobbies outside of our sim racing life, unfortunately.
Do we though?
Yeah, sim racing's life. Whatever else you do is just a hobby. You gotta go to work, yeah, just a hobby. Something I do on the side of racing.
Yeah. I sim race as a profession, and occasionally I work.
Well, like you say, you gotta earn money for the sim racing equipment.
Yeah, you gotta pay
but
for
on
this
that note,
somehow.
Christmas is coming. So I think everyone's in the second half. You gotta start making the list of all the things you want, you know. There's some good stuff coming out. The Fanatec, was that DD Pro or DD Plus? I think that's like £1,000. That seems like a good, nice piece of kit, especially with that QR2 now.
Yeah, I'm kind of over the whole Fanatec because you have to
I
lock into
know.
the ecosystem. I just don't like how they lock you into the ecosystem. You have to buy special adapters to use different wheels. I think Black gonna send it? Nope. Roger's catching up to Devine.
Oh, yeah.
So much of Roger so far?
Oh, Roger's in the pros. Didn't know. So he's what, P5 in the pros?
Yep,
and Devine has fallen back a little bit. And until now, I was watching qualifying lap times in race control. What the professional! I was like,
Yes.
then just noticed that every lap is the same. It took only 20 minutes to realize. But Devine and the Smooks only what a few hundreds apart. And Smooks got Devine. There we go. On the outside.
I'm on turn 1.
Well, maybe Devine let him through. I think if you got the faster guy passing you, it's also sometimes a good idea to let him through and then try and stick behind, stay in slipstream.
This fight is still going on. These 3.
Yeah, no really close battles. I mean, and Fleck and Giovanni, they're running pretty close, but Fleck is not going for it. Oh, he's got a very good exit out of the chicane.
Yeah. Had a poor
Second
exit.
chicane.
It's really good
he
if you
backed
can
off.
hold it.
I think he backed off.
That's right
He
there.
He definitely could have gone for it.
Yeah, you have to make that decision to send it on the side, and once you get there, the other guy really doesn't have anything he can do.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
turn in.
very easy to send too hard, but that was definitely a missed opportunity. But he smelled the blood, so I'm sure a few more laps and he'll go for it.
I've still yet to drive that Aston in 1.9. Everyone loves it, but I haven't driven it yet.
Me neither. Oh, Giovanni's a bit wide into the last chicane. But Flag didn't. I guess Flag had to back off a bit.
Yeah, the speed of that Aston, the Ferrari can't compete with it.
Well, Anton is definitely showing his nose wherever he can now.
Yeah, he's definitely putting the pressure. Oh, but Mike was close. Backed off.
Let's see what happens here, and then we can switch to Mike Bull. Oh yeah, guys, 18 likes, 13 likes now. I mean, 18 viewers and 13 likes.
Yeah, we need to get that.
That's not enough. It's not enough. All right, let's see how it does the chicane. Not too well, not too well. Next lap, maybe. Let's see what Mike Bull does. How's he doing?
Just holding steady. Don't P16.
From not used to overtaking anyone, so.
Oh, he's got to run.
He is going for it. He's got it.
Good stuff,
Wonderful.
Mike. Good stuff, Mike. Mike had a problem with his pedals. He never calibrated them or something like that, and he was only getting 80% of throttle. So
that's where all his problems were.
Well, not all of them, but I mean, you can see. You can see he's making passes now, so that's good for Mike. Go back to this, and they have caught up Neil.
Anthony's going on Neil, really close, yeah. Not the best exit for Neil, but I mean they're taking it really narrow, both of them. I think if you're the following car, you should take it as wide as you can, and take the racing line. So they both took it so narrow, then and Fleck caught up, and he's going for it. Let's see, can he make it?
He's a bit too far back.
He thought better of it.
Giles is up to Hopkins now. The battle for P3.
Well, Giles is the only one running in 29s now, so still 34 minutes to go. And Wilson 10 seconds ahead now. So getting the pole position definitely helps.
Yeah, he's checked out. He's done a Danny.
Oh yeah, Danny, I think when I pitted, even just a few laps after the start, he was already quite a big gap ahead of everyone.
Colin was right on his tail for a little bit. Well, Cookie tried to murder him going into the first chicane, and
Oh,
so Colin was in hot pursuit. And then I think it was the second chicane, maybe like lap 3 or 4, they bit Colin. And Colin was, I don't know, this must be one of his favorite tracks or something because it was pretty rapid. I think he qualified like P3.
yeah, but then Colin spent most of the race in the pits.
No, he didn't get any damage from the spin. He just got caught up in the traffic, and then he had an issue with his ACC froze.
Um,
So
that's unfortunate.
that kind of killed his race.
Mike Bull pitted. Thought he lost the position, but he's actually in the pits. Chris Wilson also has the fastest lap of the race, but only by a few hundreds. Bruce Hopkins and P. Giles also.
Yeah, the Giles lap.
29s.
Giles.
Chris Wilson in the pits. Leader pitting.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see
Oh,
most of the guys going. Oh,
Giovanni got to stop go 30.
go 30.
Too eager out of the pits or into the pits. We all know that feeling happened to all of us. Hello, Colin. Still a few likes missing.
Yep, we can do better, guys.
I guess I gotta give a shout out to SIMseniors merch. If someone hasn't checked it out yet. I mean, I don't have it, but
What are you
gotta
waiting
be
for?
honest. Well, I gotta be honest. I feel like I'm losing at least a half second each lap without having a SIMseniors cap or a T-shirt.
Yeah, I got that T-shirt, and all of a sudden you saw my pace go up. So there you go.
Yeah, so if everyone wants some, well, not free pace, but quite a cheap pace,
Yeah.
and also want to look good, well, here we go, SIMseniors merch. Place to go. Plus, you can also wear it outside. You cannot take your pedals outside or the wheel, so if you get a better wheel, what's the point? But if you get SIMseniors T-shirt, you get a pace advantage, plus you can go outside and show off. So there we go. Colin has some statistics. T-shirt, half second a lap, hoodie, 2 seconds a lap. Oh my god, look, I said 2 seconds a lap. That means I would be a champion of this season now if I had a hoodie. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Not buying SIMseniors merch. What happened to Giovanni? Ah, he's now serving a penalty. Because he had a stop-go penalty. So now he pretty much stopped behind a pit board. Who's off the track? Fuller.
Yeah. We got Mitchell leading right now, but he hasn't pitted.
Well, still give him some screen time. It's not often you're in the lead. P1. Yeah, just provisionary. He might just stay out of the pits for another 20 minutes. Just feel the leading feeling. So all the leaders have now pitted.
Yep,
So if some of them don't take the tires, it might change it up a bit. But I would imagine everyone will take the first set.
So Bruce has made a very good pit stop, or Mr. Martin has made a very bad one because Bruce is in hot pursuit now.
All 1 second behind. Don't remember how they were before the pits.
Bruce was not a second. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was not a second.
Well, he just lost a few tenths over the chicane. McLaren against the BMW. Who do you think has the pace advantage? Which one would you pick?
Down the straights, the BMW without a doubt. Through the turns, McLaren. So with this track having as many straights as it does, pretty evenly matched, I'd say, honestly.
Hopkins a bit too deep into the last chicane. Definitely compromised the exit on the straight.
And I think the brakes on the BMW are a bit better than the McLaren as well. McLaren, the BMW, the biggest thing is it just never feels like it has grip. It always feels like you're on grain tires. This doesn't turn in very good. It's not a very pointy car.
And you like pointy things, don't you?
Here you go. This is family friendly, Tommy.
Apologies.
That's it. Tommy is now banned.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah. I need to get the sound effects with the door slammer. So far, Chris is 10 seconds ahead. Again, so.
You mean 11 seconds. Every second matters. It all counts. Still has the fastest lap. No challengers at the moment.
Peter
And
had a
Fleck.
hoodie. He could catch up in 5 laps.
Well, maybe Wilson has a hoodie. That's why he's in P1. He definitely has some merch, so explains some of his space. Well, the closest one now is and Fleck chasing Sullivan. 7/10 behind.
Their Fleck's just come out of the pits.
Just warming up the tires now.
P1 and P2's yet to pit. Pretty much everyone else has.
Well, this Mux is not even running clean air, so not sure what he's waiting for. Maybe just enjoying the slipstream.
Roger is an odd character when it comes to pit stops. Sometimes he'll pit lap 1 and run the whole race on the same tires. Other times he'll do a splash and dash at the end of the race.
Well, it could also be that he's in the rhythm now, you know. Sometimes you really get into it, in the zone. And you know that if you're gonna pit, it's not gonna be the same again. So just, while you're in it, keep going.
Yeah, but this track really eats tires. A lot of fast, hard turns.
Yeah, so Colin says that Chris has a hoodie and even 2 t-shirts, so take that away and he's 3 seconds off.
Yep.
We should get Mike Bull, send him a free box of hoodies. Get him up a few spots. So it all got quite spread out after the pits. So it was a bit closer before.
Usually does, and then they sort of start falling back in together again. Sullivan and Flack are essentially fighting for, what, 8th and 9th.
Pro-Am leader Mitchell has pitted. But he's so far ahead, he should be coming out in front still.
I believe he was 5th, 4th place when he came in. Or when the pit stop started. We'll see where he comes out. He was 4th or 5th
Yeah,
place.
fourth overall probably. Not just Pro-Ams. He was leading the Pro-Ams, and then Devin... he was in P2. So Devin has actually lost the position. Or Broadman hasn't pitted yet. Fortunately, race control doesn't have that information.
It does not, which you would think it would.
And in the game, I don't think it also shows that
In the what?
who's pitted or not in the game.
In the what?
What?
In the sim, do you mean?
Oh, yeah. What am I talking about?
You're definitely banned, Tommy. We do not spend this much money on games.
I'm trying. Jesus Christ. I mean, we're just watching others race It kind of does look like a game, but when they're actually in it, yeah, it's not a game. Oh my god, this pit entry. I just saw someone just fly by. Someone breaking into the last chicane, and then someone coming into the pits behind them. And there's such a big speed difference.
Yeah, I
You
saw Chris Bourne in my mirror yesterday, and
kind of have to go over the
it
grass,
was
go around.
quite startling. I didn't know if he just missed a turn or he went into the pits, but he came flying up in my rear view.
All right, so Mitchell came out P1. Broadband's pitting now, so he just hasn't pitted yet. That's why he was in P2 in Pro-Ams. Devin, what's 27 seconds behind Mitchell. So Mitchell's got a pretty good lead. And currently, Mr. Benny Heim is on the podium for Pro-Ams, P3, running P11 overall. And he's got Wallace 9 seconds behind him, so not in much danger.
Roger's finally in the pits.
Finally, Jesus, Roger. What the hell are you doing out for so long?
Like I said, at a certain point, the degradation of the tire just outweighs the weight of the car, and you just lose performance. I mean, a lot of times on a lot of tracks, I still think tire degradation outweighs the fuel burn off. So I don't think you, after about 5 or 6 laps, something like that, I think the tires start going off so much that the fuel burn, it just doesn't equal. So the faster you can get in, after about halfway, you're just losing time at that point. With the tires, it's just going to be sliding and pushing, and we got a yellow again. Oh,
Yellow just someone in the pits for some reason. For some reason showing us yellow, but
I don't think he's pulled into this pit box.
it started showing yellow as soon as he got into the pits.
Oh, now we got a yellow. Oh, looks like he's got a bit of lag going on.
Yeah, I did see him jump around a bit. Oh, look at that, a drift. Was it lag or was it a nice drift?
I mean, he's
oh my god.
going a bit sideways down the straightaways. I'm going to say it's a connection issue. Yeah.
Well, luckily...
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a connection issue.
How can you say it's not a game after seeing stuff like this?
Ricky, you're a bad person.
You're watching Wilson while you just missed the overtake, I think. Paul Murray on Mike Bull.
I got there just as they were passing. Well, we got Bruce. We got these three again.
Bruce is keeping close.
And now this is a different car.
Not going for it.
Giovanni's
let's watch
not
these
there
guys.
anymore, but Sullivan is taking Giovanni's place.
Look at them go.
Oh, both Ferraris way too wide.
Well, if one goes wide and the other one just follows.
That's the problem with letting the guy in front drive your car. I do that sometimes, and it never ends well.
Yeah, everyone does that. Hey, oh my god. What the hell? That wasn't even a move.
That was, yeah, something.
Luckily, both survived. Live to see another day.
I guess no harm, no foul.
Or live to die another day.
Yeah.
Live to die another chicane. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
It's going to be about the time now. A lot of these guys are going to be running on 2, maybe even 3 track cuts.
No, for sure. I mean,
So
we've definitely seen some cuts.
Yeah,
How many we haven't seen?
Going to see if we start seeing these guys get the drive-throughs.
Oh yeah, McKillop's ping meter now is in the red. So if anyone's going to be approaching him, going to be in danger.
Yeah, he's
It's flying all over the track.
oh, good everywhere. And Cinnamon Buns is catching up to him.
Cinnamon buns. Who's that? Broadbent?
Mr. Mitchell.
Mitch.
P4. The fight continues here.
Phil Giles just stole the fastest lap from Chris Wilson by 2/10.
Fastest lap is
1:29.7.
yep, 29.7.
So Giles maybe just starting to push now.
Well, he's got 18 minutes to do something.
Yeah, he got 8 seconds to the podium position, so definitely possible. But he's gonna have to do it quickly.
It's more about 10 seconds to podium.
10-8, yeah, it's all the same.
Didn't you just say every second counts?
Just shut up. Give me a break.
Kids nowadays, they only try to twist it to when it works for them.
Yeah, 23 started. And now we got, what, 20 cars on track?
Yeah. And the 23 of them have called it a day.
How fast is turning the leader? Ricky asks. Not sure what that means.
29.7 fastest lap. The leader's last lap was a 31.1.
Oh yeah, and Giles 29.8. Quite a big difference. Maybe he made a slight mistake.
The top
Mr.
three
Wilson.
The top three are 31.1, 30.3, 30.8, and another 31.1. Is your top four. And Giles did a 29.8.
Oh, someone's got the drive-through. Beheim.
Yep.
Bennyheim.
There's the first victim.
The track limits were not kind to him.
That's a shame too. He is
And
P11.
Neil Mellon off the track. What happened to him?
Too much of the curb. Yep. Got the bouncy, and there you go.
Oh yeah, that second curve definitely. You can't take the first one. I notice it's not as harsh, but the second one is pretty bad. And it can also do some bad things to your tire pressures if you take it hard too often.
Yeah, you definitely lose some pressures. The bumps too much.
Paul Murray is now in the yellow. Same thing. Also same place off track as Neil Mellon. Trying to get back on track now.
Bouncy, and around they go.
Exactly like Neil Mellon.
And then when he tried to go, he spun it again.
It is very, very infuriating when that happens. Just trying to spin it back and just keep spinning around and around and around.
Yeah.
And you see everyone go by.
Now these guys are in a fight by themselves. Neil's gone.
I mean, they are running pretty close.
Benny's taking his drive-through.
I think Kent Flex got a pretty good run if you can not mess up the chicane. Done nicely. Got a good exit. Come on, stick it in. Don't be shy. Nah. He's a shy guy.
Oh. Hold on, yeah, he was just waiting. Giles just caught up to Mitchell. Shout out to Mike Bull. He's up to P14. Giles is really pounding those rear tires. But again, he did the fastest lap. Fastest of, not of the race, but fastest of all last lap.
Well, Giles has also the fastest lap of the race.
Right, but it was 30.7, so the second off of his fastest.
Last lap it was still faster than anyone else. Or not. Whatever the race control says. I tried to translate that. It's not always clear. Well, I'm sure he's a little bit frustrated running behind the Pro-Am, not being able to get through.
And at this point, he's 10 seconds. 10 seconds from P3.
Well, anything can still happen because Bruce Hopkins is less than a second behind Martin.
Yep. They may
And
tangle.
yeah, they might tangle. We've seen that quite a bit in this race now. Oh, Bennyheim is coming back on Mike Bull.
Oh, Mike's gone wide. It's going to slow him
Going
down,
defensive.
and I think that's going to lose his position. He's slowed down.
Probably just backed out. Yeah, played it smart.
Something happened here. I think Mitchell just said, "You're not my fight," and let him through.
Well, now Giles has an open air in front of him. Oh no, Mitchell's actually coming back on him. Almost touched. Maybe Giles just had a real bad exit. Anyway.
Oh, easy with the wind tunnel there, killer.
Sorry about it. If I do this again, I'll need to get a proper mic.
That would help.
Sorry, guys. I should stop breathing altogether.
There's a thought. So this is a fight for P2. Giles is currently 11.5 seconds behind this. And oh, there he goes up inside.
Hopkins got Martin.
Maybe Martin's
Let's see
starting
if Martin
to suffer.
has something to come back.
He might be suffering with the tires a bit.
Yeah, but he might be pretty good on the straight now and into the chicanes. Let's see how he takes it. It's not all lost yet. Well, he can't complain too much. Still on the podium positions, but depending on Giles' pace now, might still be in danger. Oh, he got it way too much, I think.
Oh, back on track, Bruce. I'm going to see if he gets a run. Martin's car is definitely faster here, but
he's showing his nose, trying to scare Bruce.
Yeah, the run's
put him out of the racing line.
It's not long enough of a run. A fight going on back here for P20. Giovanni still has his wiper going. I think he clicked the button and doesn't know where it is.
He's just wiping off enemy's tears.
Yes. Martin's dropping back a bit now.
Yeah,
oh,
Bruce is in the clear now. Oh, what's happening here?
Too anxious.
And one more shout out to Mike Bull. Okay. And he's just gained back his position on Bennyheim with a little bit of a touch. So they are going back and forth. So Benny has made a mistake here, but to be honest, Mike was actually catching him and even before that, so not too bad. And Paul Murray was off the track. Yep.
Martin hasn't given up totally, but it's about a second back.
Well, Giles now is 7 seconds behind Martin, so he is chasing him.
Sullivan has dropped. Black. Sullivan's up to P7 now.
That puts him what, P6 in the pros.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Martin's coming back on Hopkins.
And Alex North also, if I remember correctly, he pitted probably one of the first ones. And he's now running P11, so not sure where he started. Unfortunately, I don't remember, but not a bad position to be running in. Because he was plagued by the blue flags at the start after his early pit stop. Yeah, that didn't ruin his race completely.
Yeah, he's P9 in class, so not terrible. Yeah, but there is only 11 pros right now. It's not going to be the points all that he wanted.
I think we gotta check how is the champion actually running. Keep everyone updated. Is it a close battle or how is it? Let me open that up. There's so many channels now on our Discord that you gotta scroll for days to reach the top. Alright, so Peter Martin is leading the pros by 9 points at the moment in front of Giles. So if he stays in front of Giles, he's gonna increase the gap by a few points. And Wilson in third, quite a far back by 40 points.
He's going to take a good chunk of that out today. If he can hold on for another 7 minutes.
And then Pro-Ams, Paul Murray is actually leading the Pro-Ams by 1 point from John Mitchell. So unfortunately, Mitchell is doing much better than Murray this race, so we're gonna take the lead. David Blythe in P3, but he's not taking part in this race, so I'm gonna lose a few. But then of course we got a few drop rounds, so maybe he's taking one on this race. Mike Bull, P14 with 35 points. He's gonna gain quite a few points this race.
If
So
something
that's gonna put him
happens,
up.
something happens to Mitchell, Devine, Wallace, or Heim, any one of those is going to give Mike Bull probably his first podium.
Yeah, and also the Corralo is currently in front of him in the championship, so if he finishes in front of him, that's some good points. Well, there's still some people with negative points. I think also in Group 1 there's a few. And also a shout out to myself and Ed in Group 1 Pro-Ams. We're the only ones without any penalties at the moment.
Because you guys are usually too slow to hit anyone.
Well,
I don't think that
still
really counts, though.
Well, you don't have too many points either. Only 10. I think, not sure, last season or the 2 seasons ago we had like 100 something points of penalties.
I don't think I've had 100. I think maybe I was up to like 70. I got a big chunk of those on like 2 races.
So Alex North is quite a bit under pressure from P. Wallace. What happened to Kitty?
Yep. The fight is probably going to go down to the wire unless one of them makes a mistake. This is the battle for P10.
Well, it's only 3 or 4 laps left, so They gotta make a move now.
Wallace is falling back just a bit.
Well, he's still on the podium for the Pro-Ams, and P2 is way too far ahead. Giles is now 5 seconds behind Martin. One has some back markers to deal with. That's gonna slow him down a bit.
And time's running out. They have about 2 more laps to go. Uh-oh. Is North's going to make a move? Nope. Showing him his nose.
You gotta let him know you're there.
This is the closest battle on track by far. Oh,
I think Wallace is just enjoying watching the fight, or has no intention of actually trying to overtake.
it does him no good.
Oh, look at that run from Alex.
Oh,
guys, no. Well, they live.
I'm not quite sure who that was on.
I think. Oh, someone's off the track there. But I think Neil drifted slightly to the left, and it was a very slight touch, but enough to.
We can always go back and. Oh, we missed it.
I'm sorry, Colin. Just a little bit of frustration. Oh, really? Didn't know that. I mean, I didn't smash into anyone, into the wall. Maybe my brakes failed. What do you know? Maybe this time just let me off with a warning. Because I did smash into the wall pretty badly.
Yeah, straight on full throttle.
Yep. But then did some donuts. In celebration.
That was only because the car wouldn't drive straight afterwards.
Come on, Alex. Show us some moves. We're waiting.
Well, we've got 2 more laps. Leaders behind them. Just crossing over, going into turn 1 now, so they'll have this lap and the next at least. Everyone else is pretty much spread out. There's 9 second from second to first. Another. Well, Martin's making up a lot of ground, but I think he's running out of time. He's 2.5 seconds.
Well, Giles is also making loads of ground. It was just 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now 2.5. I think Chris Wilson as well. Just
Wilson's on
easy drive at the front, doing 31 5s. So, well, not even pushing at this point.
This is the closest battle by far. For instance, Roger here is 27 seconds away from P5. Sullivan's a further 10 back from Roger. Black's just under 8. And then we go back
huge
to
gaps.
15 seconds, P8.
So Mitchell has a huge lead in the Pro-Ams. It's like almost a minute, I believe. Well, Alex lost some ground, so
this will be the final lap. Let's just watch Chris pass over. Keep an eye on those gaps. That's Chris taking the win. And Bruce is a further 9 seconds back.
So Chris Wilson takes the win. Congratulations. Pop the champagne.
And there's your top 3.
Bruce Hopkins P2, P Martin P3.
Giles taking P4.
Good drive.
And Mitchell.
And also Giles also improved the fastest lap of the race. And Alex just tried to go for a dive bomb into the first chicane.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him.
Almost murdering Neil.
Oh.
Well, he tried.
Blue. Roger's going to pick up a P6. Good stuff for Roger.
What happened there? Seeing blue?
Yeah, I don't know. ACC just turned blue.
You're a blue guy.
Sullivan's going to be 7. And Flack will be 8th. Neil's going to pick up 9th if he can hold these guys off for the rest of this lap.
I think he can.
Oh, that's why I turned blue, the smoke.
Oh. The natural filter. So, Neil Mellon, P9.
I think he's pretty happy about that.
Well, he gotta be. He kept Alex behind for quite a bit. It doesn't look difficult looking from outside, but actually in the car. And especially if the guy behind does try to do some moves, tries to some dive bombs.
Again, I'm going to say congratulations to Mike. I think he finished P15. That's probably his best result. Good job, Mike.
Driver of the day, I would say.
Yeah, we got to give it to Mike. So,
And who I would say, who would you vote for a livery of the day? But
I would say the car we're looking at right now, Chris. I like that.
I would say Neil Mellon looks tasty.
Neil, yeah, he looks like a fruit snack or something. I don't know, like a bag of Skittles exploded onto the car. So,
But I'm still missing Blythe's livery.
yeah, he does have a good one.
Maybe next race we'll see it back on track.
Actually,
yeah.
Actually, I like this one
So-
as well.
So Mike is P15, but it's actually P5 in class, so definitely a good result.
Yeah, really good for Mike. Really good for Mike. So that's it, guys. Make sure you leave that like before you leave. And,
We got 19, bring it up to 20. Come on.
you can do it.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. And we will see you guys next week.
Thanks for watching, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for Tommy to hang out with us.
It was very nice.
Yep, now we're up to 21. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.